What's going on, everyone? It's Jason here. Today we're doing a big recap of what's going on so far in the market on AMC. Also, how there's a lot of FUD this morning on those 11 million shares that actually got sold back in April. The deal just went through. And treys was on Fox Business today, hyping up Ape Niche. If you haven't, make sure to smack the like button down below. It helps out this video, helps out new people learn about AMC. Also, if you're not a sub, think about smacking that sub button, hit that little bell notification, and let's get right into it. Real quick before we get into this, if you're wondering what I'm using here on these charts, I'm using Webull. There's a link down in the description. Click on that link, sign up, put $100 in, you get 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. You also get these tier 2 NASDAQ views for 3 months, see buys and sells coming in the market in real time. If you've noticed, I am not in my regular spot. I'm not in my house right now. I'm actually on a trip, still pumping out videos for you guys. I definitely appreciate you guys. Just for a few days, audio might sound a little different. Backgrounds will look a little different. Starting on Sunday, we'll be back in our regular zone, though. But for right now, pumping out videos on the move. Today was a crazy, volatile day. As you can see right here, this morning, we dropped pretty drastically from around the $76 zone in the pre-market, all the way dumping all the way down to at its lowest point at 37.66. But right after opening, we dumped down to 41 area. This right here is going to happen, right? We talked about volatility. These things are going to happen. So there was a lot of FUD today about some shares being sold. This deal had already happened back in April. The deal got finalized now. So those shares eventually got bought, at that $50+ range. We're going to go over that 8K filing that AMC had today. We're going to go all of that and tell you guys why there's a lot of FUD. It made multiple people, I'm sure, paper hand out, get scared. We knew there's going to be lots of FUD. We knew there's lots of misinformation out there. And we're going to go over that to try to clear the air on these things. And obviously tonight, Trey is going to have the ape of all apes, good old Adam Aaron, CEO of AMC, on his channel. Definitely be reporting on that as well. And we'll have an end of the day update coming on later this afternoon video coming out. Now, we did finally make our way all the way back up after that FUD kind of died down to about $68, almost $69 right there. Currently, right now, we do have about 30 minutes in the aftermarket. We're currently at 50, almost at $55. I think we're going to see this volatility continue over the next few days, probably. And I do think we'll see that glory land coming soon, because at the end of the day, they're still shorting AMC stock. They have not bought back in on their shares yet. Big things are coming. You just got to diamond hand and hold on and believe. The things are set up. We're going to go over the numbers. So going over options currently right now, what's in the green? At $55, obviously right now, you have about 13,000 that will be in the green. Almost 8,000 at 52. At $50, you almost got 17,000 as well. At 40, you have what? Almost 19,000, 11,000 at 39. We can go over these numbers. There's a lot of options in the green right now. And I honestly think we can add a lot more of these by the end of the week. At least go over 60, 70, $80 maybe. We'll see what happens. Honestly, I think tomorrow's going to be a very volatile day. Remember, stay true to your guns, what you believe in. Hold on, and we got this. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. Make sure you guys are taking whatever I say with a grain of salt at the end of the day as well. I'm just bringing you guys facts, numbers, things like that. That way you guys can make your own informed decisions. Now, going over these Ortex numbers for today, we do currently right now have exchange reported short interest at 94.58 million, previously at 87.55 million, so change of 8%. Estimated short interest percent of free float currently is at 17.93. Previously was at 16.84. Another change of 6.47%. Percent of free float on loan currently is at 27.85. 7 days ago was at 26.16. Change of 6.46%. Shares on loan currently is at 138.82 million. 7 days ago was at 130.44 million, which is a change of 6.43%. This number continues to go up, guys. They're taking shorts out on loans. They're taking these shares, shorting them out, and getting those loans out. So it's just crazy to me they think they're going to, try to fool us over and say the squeeze is over. The squeeze hasn't even begun yet. Yes, some smaller firms have probably bought back in. The bigger guys who have been continually, the whales that have continued to go on the attack and continue to short the stock has continued to do this. So days to cover right now is at 1.13. 7 days ago was at 1.46, with a change of negative 22.64%. The 2 week, though, currently is at 2.4 days to cover. Cost to borrow currently is at 10.10. 7 days ago was at 9.24, which is a change of 9.3%. Utilization currently is at 98.73%. 7 days ago was at 99.46, change of negative 0.73%. And again, that's some of these shares getting obviously thrown back in today and things like that from those 11 million. So anything honestly over 99, 95 is crazy high. So having this anywhere near 98, 99, 100 is where we want to be at the end of the day. It means we have a large utilization of the stock right now. And a lot of us are buying still and holding, right? Like I cashed out of 10 of my options yesterday on the high, towards the high anyway. I was about $2 off. We cashed out. Guess what I did on the low, guys? I bought in shares with all that money, right, to hodl. Some of those options were going to expire pretty soon. So I go ahead and chopped out because obviously if it expires in the red, then, boom, can't take those shares and diamond hand them. So I cashed out of 10 of my options contracts. I still do have 10 options contracts right now, but those are for December. So I'm not going to cash out those right yet. And when I do, I'm going to get more shares out of those as well. That way I can hold for other people. That's what I'm doing for you guys. If you guys like that, make sure to smack the like button and comment down below and help out the YouTube algorithm. So 1 hour ago, Ortex did tweet out short interest update after a turbulent day that's seen AMC share price as low as $37.66, obviously on that low earlier, and as high as $77.26 in the pre-market. AMC is currently up 9% and trading at $68. Obviously down right now to about, what is it, $57 right now. So coming back up from that 54 we were just talking about just a few minutes ago. That's what I'm talking about, guys, on this turbulent craziness. It's if you don't have those diamond hands, man, you get scared of these ups and down roller coasters. And the upside is way high right now because they're continuing to double down on their shorts. We've continued to see this 4x, 3x, the amount of shares that are getting loaned out and shorted compared to the shares coming back. So that just tells you alone. An estimated short interest is currently at 17.83%. Again, staying pretty steady there, going up a little bit as well. So, and then obviously 7 hours ago, AMC is filing for the potential sale of 11.55 million shares to further strengthen the balance sheet. Now, these shares already got approved. Obviously, they already done this in April. They're just now going into the market. Some people are very mad about this, but they've been very transparent. I'm sure Adam Aaron will go over that later today, and we'll go over that after he goes over that on Trey's live stream today as well. I'll be going over all these things later on today and going over, and there'll be a video out about everything today that happened. So right here's Adam Aaron as well. It says AMC brought in another $587 million of new equity today. That's a total of $1.246 billion of equity raised in May and June alone. This strengthens AMC. It improves our balance sheet and provides flexibility both to address possible challenges and to capitalize on attractive opportunities. Again, guys, they're paying off debt, right? They're trying to buy Pacific and other ArcLight like theaters and things like that. This is good things for AMC. These are not just like shares they made up out of nowhere. These shares were already part of that 43 million. Some of these shares obviously just went through the day. I do know that's created a lot of FUD in the market. A lot of fear, obviously unknown. People are thinking they're just making shares up out of nowhere. This is not true. So don't give in to those things. Those things are pretty fair and far out there. So make sure you guys are, like I said, man, just do you. Make sure you guys are doing lots of research your own self. Don't listen to the first crazy Batman wannabe out there on the YouTube who's just spreading lots of FUD, right? These things have already been out there. Now, the last thing I want to go over really quick was Trades was on Fox Business today. I'll play that video really quick. And then again, tonight we'll definitely have a bigger overall update video coming out. What, Adam Aaron said about the shares being out. We'll go over every detail. That way you guys are stayed up to the news and you guys are very, very educated yourselves.
Well, folks, Wall Street calls them the meme stocks, and they were beating a hasty retreat early this morning. And I got to be honest with you, many in the financial media were loving it. In fact, I hope one day to find as much joy in anything as some of the financial media found when those AMC shares started to turn down. Those smiles were priceless. Well, as it turns out, AMC's management did sell those 11.5 million shares. And once the street found out, once the investors found out they'd raised $587 million, guess what happened with the stock? it started to turn higher. But one thing is lingering, and that is a statement, part of the statement from the AMC CEO, and it's this line: under the circumstances, we caution you against investing in our Class A common stock unless you are prepared to incur the risk of losing all or a substantial portion of your investment. Now, of course, none of this news is news per se, but for anyone that was looking maybe to ring the register, it provided the perfect cover. So what will the apes do now? Joining me now is the host of Trey's Trades on YouTube, Trey Collins. Trey, obviously you've been a strong advocate for what I call the Reddit investor revolution, and you know the move in AMC. You always say it wasn't about near-term fundamentals. In the financial media, they still don't get it. They compare it to, look at the market cap versus this company and that company. Tell the world, tell the financial media what this has always been about. What is this movement about?
Well, Charles, first off, I'd like to extend a thank you for giving the opportunity for millions of apes to be able to speak out about the culture and story, being written by AMC stock right now. I think they're getting the wrong picture with this whole segment. We understand perfectly clear that this is not about fundamental value in this moment in time. They're viewing this as black and white when that's not the case. This is a message. This is a legacy that the apes are trying to write right now to send a message to the short sellers, hedge funds, and institutions who have been blatantly betting against and frankly, taking advantage of the institution. The retail investor, over these past 6 months, year, 5 years, 10 years, and show them that we are stronger than they think we are. We're smarter than we think they are. And, we're better. That's as simple as it is.
And now, of course, you're going to have a second interview with AMC CEO Adam Aron tonight. I think the lawyers, by the way, pressured him into that statement. Let's not forget, he made a serious overture to investors yesterday. I'm pretty sure someone called him up and said, listen, you're going to have to come out with something. So with that in mind, do you feel like he let the community down with that statement this morning?
That's a great question, Charles. I think Adam Aron does a perfect job of managing the long-term growth of the company as well as paying attention to the short term of what the retail investors are looking for. In fact, I think he sets the bar. I think he sets the standard. It's very easy for the media to talk about that statement that he put out. But what about the Investor Connect, the AMC Connect that came out that helps connect the AMC investors and reward them for following the company? I think there's so many great things that Adam Aron does to focus on, one specific statement that likely was caused to come to fruition because of legalities is doing him injustice. He does a great job. He sells stock at the right time. He's generated a lot of cash. Cash is king. You already stated earlier there is $587 million for the company, and the stock price is booming. I think that speaks monuments of how great of a CEO Adam Aron truly is.
Considering all the negative media, right, which is almost all the financial media, how important was it for AMC to sort of climb off the canvas today to just keep everyone kind of stoked and confident?
Right. So the last 6 months has been a slow windup to kind of the storybook that you're reading right now on the charts. And I think over that period of time, there's been a lot of the retail investors or the apes who have been studying, doing due diligence, crunching numbers, and I think most importantly, emotionally preparing themselves, because the last squeeze that happened back in January, there was, I think, a lot of things to be learned. And this much time built into now, I think people were emotionally prepared for the sort of moves that have happened here. And to have that momentum continue obviously is a great opportunity to give some good momentum and hype to the community. I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to, is keeping spirits high, keeping the new apes out there who've joined the community happy, and telling those stories. I
got less than a minute, Trey. Just tell us, what is the end game?
So the end game for this, Charles, the end game for this is pretty simple. We want to send a message to the short sellers that says, look, we are the dumb money and we are proud of it. We are here to show that when people do their research and their due diligence, they can make money. They can call us dumb money all day long, and we'll endear that term, because people have their own reasons, their own whys, whether it's for the long-term investments of the company, the short term, which is I think the majority of people, they have stories that they want to be understood and told. And I think that's ultimately what this comes down to, is coming together for a good cause and showing the world that, look, the apes are here to stay. They're not going anywhere. There's bulls, there's bears, and now there's apes. Simple as it gets.
Trey, my man, can't wait to watch your interview with Aron, and congratulations. You've been there from the beginning. You've been strong, and a lot of people look up to you, and so do I. Talk to you again real soon. Coming up,
I appreciate that, Charles.
Well, there you heard it, guys, straight from Trey as well. Just like I think, I know there's a lot of flag going on right now due to Adam Aron coming out with that statement saying, hey, look, Only invest if you're willing to lose, yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure. I mean, obviously, I do think that is legal advice. He had to say it from a legal standpoint. You can't go out there and just pump without saying something like that, right? Like, obviously, invest at this price point. Obviously, if you're only willing to lose the money or whatever, you know what I mean? I do get that. I think there's a lot of fuss around that right now, that a lot of people are going crazy about it. I think they're overstating that. Again, Adam Aaron does a great job. I will agree with Trey there. He raises money. He's raised a lot of money so far for AMC, which in the long run is going to help AMC out a lot. These shares right here were, obviously already obligated out back in April as well for the 43 million shares. We'll learn more tonight as well, obviously on Trey's. We'll learn more tonight, though, on Trey's podcast with Adam Aaron. I'll have a video coming out later as well in aftermarket hours, going over aftermarket pricing, going over all these shares that have come out, all the FUD, yada, 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 going over all the numbers. That way you guys can stay up to date. Make sure to hit that like button below if you guys like this video. Also, if you want to stay up to date to all the videos, including the one in a little bit, make sure you hit that sub button, hit that little bell notification. Share this video everywhere there. Everybody stays up to date, stays informed. Remember, hodl on, fam. Hodl on. If you haven't, make sure to join the Discord below. Over 1,600 people in Discord. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the family over there and community we have going on. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll see you Starside. Peace out, fam.